Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on this video today. I'm really excited to share with you my new course called the Spiritual Awakening Mastery Course. It's taken me a while to gather all the information that I've needed to bring you a complete and whole package of how to move through your spiritual awakening journey with ease, joy, and grace, because this is what it's supposed to be like when you have the answers that you need, when you have the understanding that you need. This is not an easy journey, and it's not an easy journey because we haven't had enough information, correct information, to know how to move through all the different stages, all the different symptoms, all the different things that come along with the spiritual awakening path. And so in this course, I walk you step by step through every single thing that you need to know so you can get through this process without a lot of strain or struggle. Now, I had to go through a lot of strain and struggle, but I had to do that for a specific reason, for my path and my mission. And I'm telling you now that you don't have to go through all of that. You can move through this in a way that's easy. You can feel joy in the current moment, even in the big changes that come along with this. So I talk about why you're going through a spiritual awakening. What is the purpose? What's the reason? How is the earth shifting and why? I also go through the stages of a spiritual awakening in more depth, so you understand how the different stages kind of merge together, because there is no time in the higher dimensions, and when this higher dimensional energy is coming through you and the experiences that you're going to have are going to merge into each other, and this can be kind of confusing. So there are stages, however, they intersect and overlap with other stages. So I explain all about all of that, all the different stages you'll go through until you come into balance and harmony with it. And that's the goal. Your goal is to shine out unconditional love, to be the unconditional love that you are, minus all the belief patterns, minus all the societal patterning and everything that you've taken on through this physical body. You are shedding it, transmuting it, coming into unconditional love, and being able to treat yourself with unconditional love and others with unconditional love. I also talk about the symptoms that come along with spiritual awakening. There are a lot of weird symptoms that occur as the spiritual energy is moving through your body. And I talk about all the different symptoms: physical, emotional, spiritual, intellectual. I not only talk about the symptoms, but I tell you exactly how to move through them and how to heal them so that you don't struggle with these things. So it's not an uphill battle where you're constantly struggling with all these symptoms and don't know how to integrate them and move through them quickly. A lot of people spend years stuck on the spiritual awakening path, and they spend years stuck because they don't know what to do. And from working with so many people and from working with myself, I understand what it is you need to do in the simplest, easiest way possible so you can be happy. You can be happy during this process. You can be happy in every single moment. And you can, by doing so, move through it much more quickly. I've seen people spend years and years in the dark night of the soul, not knowing how to get themselves back out of it. You can become awakened. You can have the spiritual energy move through you, and then you could even, get stuck on one point and stay there for years. Well, what's the use of that? That's suffering, and you don't need to suffer. So if you can move through each thing easily and know how to do it, have the tools and the skills to be able to do it, then that's going to definitely help you. And that is my purpose and mission, is to help all of you through your journeys so that you can shine your light and your love and do what you want to do in the world and be happy and joyous. You don't have to do what society tells you to do. You get to do what your heart tells you to do. And your heart is calling you forth into the greater essence of who you are, who your soul is. This is you, your soul, but it's being blocked by all these things that aren't true for you. And so I really want to help to show you how to move through all that. I talk about all the different spiritual gifts that you might acquire through this process. People that are awakening are highly, highly talented in a lot of different ways. I mean, it could be that you are a teacher. You could be a psychic. You could be into leadership or counseling. So I go through all of those things and help to show you what you may be good at. And if so, how to practice those skills, how to use those every single day so that you can gain in confidence in using those skills, gifts, and abilities with others. I also show you how to handle practical matters, because even though we have this spiritual awakening thing happening, we still have to go to work. We still have to have families. We still have to live in the physical world. But when all this is happening and we feel this spiritual energy surging through our bodies, it's really hard to cope and deal with the everyday practical matters. It's also hard on us to change so much and have to be around our families and our friends that we have been with for years. So how to handle these types of issues, how to handle them with grace, so that it doesn't have to be a big disaster. It doesn't have to be so challenging. You can make things work out in a way that works for everyone, a win-win situation. But that doesn't always happen because when this energy is coming through, we don't know what's going on and we panic. And panicking doesn't need to happen. If you have the correct information, you don't have to panic. You can stand in your inner being and feel very strong and secure and confident in that. I also talk about divine relationships. Now, a lot of people have been put onto the awakening path through meeting their divine partner. And so that could be soulmate, that could be a twin flame. It could just be someone who is very dear to you, that has pulled you along energetically through this path. So I talk about how to work with the divine relationships. I talk about the things you need to know and what the purpose of them are, and how to work together as a team so you both can grow, because you're both growing together. So how to work as a team to help each other heal and grow and become one unit, so you can do the work that you need to do here together. Because if you have met your divine other half, it means that you both are supposed to support each other and work together as a whole unit for service to humanity. And so I really want to help you understand how to do that more easily, because when you're working with another partner in this, there's other things that come up that you need to know, and how to heal the chakras and how to balance the chakras with your partner, and how to be loving, how to be open, how to not be in fear of your own pain, and how to share that with your partner so that they can help you move through it more easily. We're in shame of our own stuff, and then sharing that with another is really difficult. However, by being vulnerable, by being authentic, our partner actually transforms and changes too and loves us more as we love ourselves more. we love them more and they love us more. So there's a whole thing to divine partnerships and divine relationships that I want to talk about. I also talk about living in your mission. You come here on this spiritual path with a purpose and a mission, something you're really good at, something you're really passionate about. You may not know what that is yet, but I want to help you discover what that is and help you to become grounded enough to actually go out and practice this in your daily life. You don't have to work at a dead-end job forever. You don't have to do what other people tell you to do. You don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, I'm really into higher education, so you don't have to go to school and learn something you don't want to learn, though. You can go to a school that you learn what you want to learn. Nobody can tell you what to do. You have your own purpose and your own mission, and you're learning to become free and empowered in that. So I teach you how to find out what your mission is, step into it, take small steps into becoming that all the time. So you can live your life how you came here to live it, to be all that you came here to be, to help others and to help yourself and be happy. And the last thing that I teach, and I kept it for last because it's really important that you become grounded with all the different stages of the awakening and learn how to utilize that energy. And then I talk about how to manifest with ease. Manifesting can become quite easy once you're coming from an inner state of balance, peace, and harmony. Once you're in alignment with your truth inside and you get through some of the spiritual awakening process and the ups and downs and the roller coasters and everything like that, which again, it doesn't have to be that way. And I'm going to teach you how to get through it so it's not such an up and down struggle. But learning to manifest with ease is a very important topic, and I actually really love this topic to the point where I'm probably going to create an entire course around this particular subject. But in this course, I talk about the basics that you'll need to be able to manifest those dreams and desires that you have within you. If your heart wants something, it's for a reason. Never shut down your heart and say, no, I can't have that. No, I shouldn't be thinking that I want that. Of course you should. That's why you have the idea in the first place. Your soul and your heart would not lead you into something that you weren't meant to have. That's not possible. So I want to show you how to feel into what it is that you really want and desire in life and how to become it. And there is a really simple, easy way to do it. And I think there's a lot of information out there that, again, can lead us in circles. You don't need to be led in all these different directions and get information that is not going to bring you to your goal in the quickest, easiest possible way. So that's what this course is about. It's a simple process through all the different things that you will go through on your spiritual awakening path. And it leads you through everything and back around to becoming this great being that you already are. But you just may not see it yet, or you may be struggling with some issues that are coming along with it. And again, I cover all of those things in this course, and it's taken me a long time to create this, and it's the perfect time to bring it out to you now. I really hope you enjoy it. I love you all so much, and I hope that your day is magical and uplifting and happy, as always. So I will talk to you soon, and if you would like to order the course, the link is right below this video. Thank you all so much for your love and support. Bye-bye.